Hey, welcome to Planet Geek. My name, as always, is Troy, and I'd like to welcome to my latest video. I'm doing a movie review for The Hunger Games, The Mockingjay, The Part 2. So to give you some perspective of my watching of this movie, I have not read any of the books in any sort of fashion. So I go into this whole entire series of The Hunger Games just being that a movie watcher. So that's where I'm coming from. I don't know all like the extra little bits that they either left out or they combined to make the storyline there or they completely got wrong. But that's not my opinion important for this review. So this is part two. So first of all, if this is the first time you're watching a Hunger Games movie, I'm sorry you got dropped on your head as a child because this is not the movie to start off the series with. Do yourself a favor, at the very least, go back and see part one of Mockingjay. You might as well watch all three movies before getting up to this fourth movie because you're gonna need it. Because I remember um, a couple of the names, but they were mentioning some other stuff, and I just couldn't remember. Wait, where was that? Who was that again? When did they expire? The other thing is this movie picks up basically pretty much where the last movie ends. It's like cut to black and then oop oop next scene as soon as the movie starts. So do yourself a favor, get a refresher course. Like I said, at the very least, watch part one before you watch part two. Unless you're a huge fan and you've already seen it 1,000 times and read the books and whatnot, then you could go on. So this movie being the third one, well, sorry, being the fourth one in the series, it wraps up everything nicely. Nice big red bow on the end of it. No questions at the end and all that I could really think of myself. If you know more with the books and you have questions, that's neither here nor there because I'm only doing what I saw in the movie. So for that, it works out good. Visually, it's got some really cool things. The special effects are always really cool. Um, and like I said, for that, it's really good. However, as a movie in a whole, it's not really that great. It's enjoyable. I did enjoy watching the movie, but I found that it was way too formulaic. There was too many movie points that they kept hitting pretty much on tempo with where you're supposed to be. You're watching the movie and this happens, and you're about to say, okay, this is going to happen, and then it happens, and then, okay, they should get around to doing this, and then it happens. It's that type of movie, unfortunately. They give you a couple of different scenarios of different type of genres as well, and they're pretty much cookie cutter versions of that sort of thing. There's a little bit of horror element, there's a lot of action element, even the romance as well is pretty much, you could predict where everything's going by pretty much 10 minutes in the movie. You can pretty much know what's going to go. The only thing is you just don't know where it's going to happen, and as soon as you're introduced to the environment, you're like, oh, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and then this is going to happen. So it's unfortunate that way. So it's not the strongest of the four movies, which is unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure it would be a lot less if we were to able watch part one and two at the exact same time. So if they were actually sandwiched them together, I'm pretty sure you get a fuller movie. Now again, there is some really cool special effects and really cool action sequences. And you know what? The acting is the acting that we've gotten from the rest of them. So everything still, it doesn't seem to have changed too much, but you know what? It just, unfortunately, like I said, it's not the strongest of the movies. So that's my opinion. Love to hear what anyone else has to say about it. If you want to leave a comment down below, just down below, put the comment. If you want to like, you can totally like this. You can even subscribe. I'm going to start putting some more stuff up here. This time, I mean it. And so there you go. So I'd like to thank you once again for showing up. And the next time I see you, I'll see you.